Once again, a very good morning to you all, and I can see we have an early bird, Evelyn Joki, joining very early. Actually, she joined by around 10:12, so 8 minutes early. So, welcome back, guys. My name is Evans Rabari, and I will be also your trainer for this second session. And I'm super excited to have guys joining and also proceeding from where we left off. So, as you've noticed, we are basically talking about we are basically trying to empower, basically trying to empower business owners. And we started by looking at how do you have an online presence, but now we want to delve into how do you actually use the marketing tools and social media to grow your business. So we are moving well. We started by, okay, just go online. So once you're online now, how do you use these tools to now grow your business? So just stay with me. I will be your trainer for today. And with me in the chat box is Orwa Joseph joining from DA. And I'm hoping and praying that we're going to have a lively and engaging sessions with you all. So now, going into our session, which is using use of marketing tools and social media to grow your business. And in this training, we are going to look at our three broad agendas. We are going to discuss the benefit brought to your business through Google My Business, as well as the steps you need to take to set up your Google My Business listing and optimize it. Also, as the second agenda, we're going to look at how you can, how you can plan your digital marketing strategy. Also, the top tips that you can use in just planning your digital marketing strategy. And finally, we are going to look at how you can leverage, how you can maximize your social media channels and email marketing. And this brings me to our first question of our today's session, which is, which marketing tools do you currently use? Which marketing tools do you currently use? So for the guys who've joined us on the chat, kindly let us know some of the marketing tools that you currently use, or some of the marketing tools that your family business or your friend business are using to market their business currently. So which marketing tools do you currently use? Are you using word of mouth? Are you using social media? Are you marketing on Google? Are you marketing on social media? Are you using billboards? Are you using flyers? Kindly let let us know what you're using to market your product currently. Now, on to our first agenda, which is setting up and optimizing your Google My Business. But you've heard about us talking about GMB, Google My Business. What is this Google My Business, and why is it, everywhere you go, people are mentioning GMB, GMB? What is it? So when you're talking about Google My Business, we are talking about a free tool, a free tool. So this free tool, it lets you manage your business. It also lets you just basically lets you uh, it helps you in just managing your online presence on both search and on map. That is why now, if you search for a business and your Google My Business profile appears, you can click onto the map and knows the location that the person actually appears on. So Google My Business on GMB is a free and easy to use tool for business and organizations to manage their online, to manage their online presence across Google and Map. Remember, we're talking about businesses. So we have businesses that are not supposed to be listed on GMB. We have, illegal business. Those businesses are not supposed to be listed on Google My Business. We also have, hawking business, for instance. So business that tends to change directions. Such business are also not meant to be listed on Google My Business. Other than the two that I've just mentioned, all businesses qualified to be listed on Google My Business. So be it corporate or small business, you qualify to be listed on Google My Business. So now, so what is this Google My Business that I'm talking about? So let me give you an example. So I gave you an example of Serena. So now let me give you an example of So let me pick any business, any business, any business. Let me see. So let's pick Nairobi Hospital, for instance. I know Nairobi is quite big, so let's pick. So let's pick, or you can give a suggestion of any business that you want me to check up on on the map and see if the business is actually listed on Google My Business. So let's look at let's see. Okay, let me use which garden, whatever garden. No, forgotten. So let me just use Serena again. I've forgotten the kind of. Let's just use Serena Hotel again. Serena Hotel again. So Serena Hotel. All right. So this is Serena Hotel. No, this is not what I expected. Let me look for. So this is actually, Wikipedia. This is not GMB. So let's look for at this view, at this view hotel. Okay. So this is an hotel, and yes, so this is what I wanted. So when you're talking about Google My Business, all these are Google My Business. You can see the page here, and this page has the website, it has the name of the business, it has the direction, it has the call button, it also have reviews, and it also has the location is here, the call button is here, and also we have excuse me, we also have prices, so this small interface that you're seeing here, however small it looks like, it's very, very effective, and it's the one that we're calling Google My Business. So Google My Business helps you in managing, your online presence across search. And here we are on search. So this is search. Yeah? This is Google search and on maps. So when you talk about maps, you're talking about the direction. So if I click here, it will point to me and tell me, okay, so this is where now the hotel is. So that is basically what we're talking about Google My Business. And Google My Business has a number of, interfaces, such as where you can post a product offer, where you can just get the insight of how your website or how your Google My Business is performing. And also, you can also add, roles. So if you want somebody to be managing, Google My Business on your behalf, you can add somebody as a manager or as a site manager or something like that. And remember, site manager has specific roles that he is supposed to be doing. He's not supposed to be like deleting the profile, or he's not supposed to be changing the direction. So he has limited role. So moving back to our session. Hopefully, the examples that I've just used will just help you to learn more about or understand more about Google My Business and how you stand to benefit from Google My Business in the. So, how do you how can you use Google My Business to engage with your customers? You can use Google My Business to attract customers with great business profile. You can post and offers to your profile to show what makes your business unique. Give customers a reason to choose you every time. You can also give customers more ways to reach you. So when you talk about more ways to reach you, they can call you, they can post a review, and they can also just go into your website and leave and even maybe leave some details onto the sign up form. So there are various ways that Google My Business gives you the opportunity, or the client, various ways of the client engaging with the business owners. So your customers are ready to connect by, they can call, they can message, they can also be leaving reviews. And with more ways to transact, you can do more with Google My Business. So, so when people think, consumers use Google Maps, and they can hover over the street or specific areas where your business is located, they will learn about your presence. So it's just one way where you can drive awareness to your company. Also, you can use Google My Business to see how customers connect with your business through calls, clicks, bookings, follows. You can also see how your customers are engaging with your business profile. So, Google My Business gives you more than one ways of engaging with your customers, which is a pretty awesome thing. Now, let us look at how you can create your Google My Business account. Creating your Google My Business account. So I'm going to run you through several steps of creating a business account. So let me I hopefully have time. Let me see if I can do it practically. So basically, for instance, if I were to, so let me see if I can do it practically. That will make it even more interesting. So now you can go to, so let's use um, add this view. We're still in add this view. Okay, all right. So let's go to maps. And also now, if I were to, if I were to, so now, if I wanted to add my business, I will just come to, and so if I know that my business is around this area, if I know that my business is around this area, what I need to do is just come, right click and say, uh, you need to add, add your business. When you add your business, it's taking you to Google My Business profile. It's taking you to your Google My Business profile. All right. So as you've just seen, if I were to add a business, it has taken me to my Google My Business profile where, I'm able to. So when you right click and then you say, okay, add my business, and then it's taking you to Google My Business. So it will take you to this page here, Google My Business page. So this is a page that it has taken me to, which is this is the page it has taken me to. So now, once you're there, now you'll enter the business name category, and then it will be taking you to the next step, and then now, finally, after you're done, you'll have to reach out to a partner to verify it. So hopefully, you'll get one of the partners to help you in the verification, because a verified profile is considered to be more like reputable, genuine, and therefore it will improve your ranking. So when you're talking about, so you need to add your business name to you need to add the name of your business, as I mentioned. Also, you need to choose a category that best fits your business. So you'll be asked, is your business in manufacturing? Is it in hotel, tour and travel? Is it in banking? Is it in circles? You need to choose the category that best fits your business. Also, you need to add your location. So this is where now you need to describe the exact location where your business is. So normally, you need to start with if it is a district, you narrow down to the location, sub-location, and you can also use a major street that passes around that area. Also, you can also say it's next to one of the buildings that are known, and you can also once you've done that, you can also add contact details. Once you've added your contact details, now you can finish and manage your listing. So now let us look at so is my screen visible? Hopefully it's visible. So now let us look at how you can. So I've just mentioned once you finish, you have to reach out to a verifying partner. And in that case, you can reach out to AFR, you can reach out to Opera Mini. I also saw Opera Mini is one of the verifying partner, and they'll be able to verify your listing. So by verifying your listing, they'll be able to give you the ownership, exclusive ownership to you, and therefore you'll be able to be managing, your profile. You'll be posting, you'll be changing information, and you'll also be, advertising through Google My Business. So as I mentioned, you can reach to Google Rate or Opera Mini. So now let us look at what a complete Google My Listing is and why is a complete listing very important. So having a complete listing on, having a complete Google My Business listing is important because you are 2.7 times more likely to be considered reputable. Also, you're 7 times more clicks than an incomplete one, and also you are 70% more likely to attract location visits to your shop, and also 50% more likely to lead to a purchase. So when you're verified, it means now people will be considering you as a genuine business, and this is going to lead into like more sales. So how do you manage your listing? So you can manage your listing profile directly from Google search. You only need to make sure that you're logged in with your Google My Business account. So remember, for the partner to give you ownership, you'll need to have they need to have your Gmail. So every time you want to manage, you have to log into your Gmail. You also need to search for your business on Google. You'll need, as you know, you'll see a simple menu right above, the search results. You can update information, you can post and promote, you can also add photos, and you can also view and respond reviews. So that is how awesome it is. So remember, Google My Business is both on apps, and you also there's the web version. So you can have the web part of it. So through the app now, you'll be able to update your business profile just at a click. So in adding photos, let us look at how you can add photos using a Google My Business. So there are several types of photos that you can add on your listing. You can add a logo. So logo helps you recognize your brand. You can also add a cover photo, a photo that best represents your business. You can also have additional photos. So add different photos to highlight features of your business that consumers consider when making purchasing decision, right? So once you've added the photos, ensure that you update opening hours. So remember, people need to know, do you work on Jamhuri Day? Are you working on Moi Day? Are you working on a Sunday? So you need to update your opening hours. So if it is from 8 to 5, you need to indicate. If the special days that you usually open, you need to indicate. If you work 24/7, you do deliveries, you also need to indicate. So opening hours are very, very important, as people will should know, so that they are able to come to your store or contact you at that time. Also, you need to be updating your business information. So you need to be updating products if you have new product. If you have an extra service that you're offering, you need also to indicate. You also can add appointment links and even many more. So now let us look at how can you use Google My Business to stay competitive. How to stay competitive with Google My Business with GMB. And remember, GMB is free. So how can you stay competitive with this free tool that is very effective? So with Google My Business, so having a Google My Business account helps you stay competitive and boost customer engagement online and in store. You can make informed marketing decisions based on customer feedback and reviews. You can learn from the successes and mistakes of others, see your competitors and learn what people are saying about them, how they have improved and apply this to your business. You can understand what customer wants. Also, you can research and identify how to stand out from the crowd. You, so what you can do differently from competitors, and also you can discover industry trends and customer preferences. So there are various ways you can use Google My Business to stay competitive. Uh, you can make informed decision. You can learn. You can learn from your customers, and you can also discover industry trends, and also industry trends and consumer preferences. So let us look at a customer who got listed on Google My Business, My Business, and some of the steps or some of the benefits or some of the stride they've taken just by the fact that they were merely listed on Google My Business. So we have Imveli Design. They found new customers with Google My Business. So Imveli Design is a clothing brand from Cape Town township in South Africa. So this is an example from South Africa, but I'm pretty sure we have much more examples from the Nairobi city. The guys who've just gotten listed on Google My Business, and they're able to find customers from by the fact that customers were able to call them from Google My Business, were able to leave them a message from Google My Business. So what they did, they added their business information, product, and store shops. Also, they went further and created regular posts highlighting new products, prices, and business updates via Google My Business app. They also created a free website from Google My Business. So that is one of the packages that come with Google My Business. So what it does, it will capture the information that you'll be entering. So it will be capturing the name, the products, and even the photos. And from there now, it will package a free website for you. And this free website will not have a domain name. It will come with some links that will be derived from the Google My Business. Also, automatically share posts on the website. So they usually schedule a post on Google My Business. So as a result, they have 1.5 K plus product views in the first 10 days of the website launch. Wow, that is amazing. And they also have, so they've been lucky to have added an extra employees hired and also jobs created. And also we have 30% 30% find Imeveli design listing while searching for category product or search engine. So basically, this looks like a success story. So Imiveli Design got listed on Google My Business. They've been able to, they've been able to be posting products regularly. They've been able to be updating their website, and the result of that, just within 10 days of them being listed, they've been able to hire 2 more employees, and they've been able to be getting, people have been able to been finding them through Google My Business. And I'm pretty sure we have more, success stories from just business being listed on Google My Business and managing and utilizing the platform effectively. So also let us look at Juma Tours. So this is also a business that got listed on Google My Business. So Juma Tours was founded in 2009. So Juma Tours is a small ecotourism business started by Juma Makwela. So this also looks like a South African business. So they added their business information and photograph. They have been posting frequently and response to customer reviews on Gembi. So when you get a review on Google My Business, please respond to it immediately. So Google My Business is the perfect tool to stand out, showcase the different, tours, stay in touch with customers, promote new offers, and win new clients. So we have 89% listing visits in the first week of the listing creation. For Juma Tours, they've been able to hire 3 employees. So it means they've created a job for 3 more South African 56% of clients find their business via generic search, so like organic search, and then 52% of clients find businesses listing on search engine. So we've looked at two success stories of businesses that have been listed on Google My Business and how they've been performing. And the amazing part is the fact that they've been able to hire people. The feeling of giving somebody a job, that is that is something honorable and something pleasing enough. So do we have questions up to that point? Let me see if we have questions. Do we have questions? Do we have questions? So just to give a shout out to the guys who joined, I can see we have a number of people joining. We have Evelyn, as I said, joined. We have Winnie also joining from the city under the sun. Also, we have Dickens. Good morning, joining from Kisumu. Dickens saying the weather is fine. I hope to learn the different existing marketing tools to help me expand my online presence as a business owner. I can also see now saying thank you so much for the training, joining from Ethiopia. So we have guys joining from different areas. That is awesome. So now let's look at the second agenda. Our second agenda, which was plan your digital marketing strategy. Planning your digital marketing strategy, and what type of marketing have you used previously? What type of marketing have you used previously? So as you think of that, now let's look at traditional marketing. So remember, before we had digital marketing, we had traditional forms of marketing. Just the same way before we had phones, before we had uh, Skype and the rest, we used to have messages. So we had people running from one area to another just to deliver information. So the marketing has transitioned from traditional all the way to digital. And now let's remind ourselves what are these traditional forms of marketing. So when you talk about traditional forms of marketing, they're still with us. We have TVs are still with us. Billboards are still here with us. Newspapers are also still here with us. Radios are also still here with us. So these are typically placed for a fee, and the fee corresponds to the size of the ad as well as the way it's being published. So you might have noticed that some billboards cost more depending on if they are strategically placed. You've also noticed that some TV stations, for you to just place an advert or advertise with them, it costs more. That the same. So if you want to advertise with Citizen TV, you'll pay more as compared to if you want to advertise with KBC. Also, if you want to use Nation newspaper, it's different from if you want to use. So this one, there's another newspaper that has a lot of rumors. It usually comes with a lot of rumors. I've forgotten. So normally, the fee corresponds to how big the newspaper is, or how big the TV station is, or how much viewership does that TV usually has. So having refreshed our mind about traditional form of marketing, now let us look at the digital marketing. So digital marketing refers to any form of advertising or marketing on the internet or on the web. It is usually an inclusive term to define promotions by email, social media posts, paid advertising on search engine, etc., etc. So with the right online marketing strategies, small and medium businesses are finding new ways to compete against the Goliaths of this world. So internet and digital marketing is like an equalizer. So it's putting everybody at an equilibrium. So whether you are Goliath or you're David, digital marketing, so long as you're using it rightly, you're able to compete with big business. You're able to even get clients the same way the big corporates are also able to get clients. So, so we have some examples of digital marketing. We have search ads, display ads, and also video ads. So now let us look at now let us compare traditional marketing versus digital marketing. So in terms of cost, digital marketing is relatively cheaper. In terms of traditional marketing, it's usually costly. And remember, so if for instance if you're advertising on a TV, if your advert runs during lunchtime or at night when so many people are watching the TV, it will charge you more. If your ad goes past 1 minute or past 1 minute, it will charge you more. So it's costly. Digital marketing is interactive and engaging. We've seen from even from Google My Business on the review part, on the messaging part. So somebody is able to post a review, and you're able to respond immediately. But for traditional marketing, it is one way. So you just get seated, you look at the TV, the ad runs for 1 minute, and that's it. You don't have a way of interjecting the person who is running the ad and say, okay, what about this thing that you've talked about? So it's usually one way. All you need to do is just listen to it. There is no way of leaving your feedback or asking a question directly. Also, there is high return on investment for digital marketing, short-term results. Traditional forms of marketing we have, it's very easy to measure. The reason why it's very easy to measure, we have tools. You can use Facebook page insights just to know how your page is running. You can use Google Analytics just to know how your page is doing. You can also use ads insights just to know how your ad is doing. So it's very, very, very easy to measure. Traditional form of marketing, very hard to measure. So the information spreads fast and wide, and for traditional forms of marketing, it is usually tangible and usually permanent. So now let us look at various types of digital marketing. Various types of digital marketing. So now that we know the benefit of digital marketing for a business, let's explore the different channels that you may wish to explore to help you engage with your customers. So as the digital age picks up speed, new channels are becoming available, but it's important to get grips with the most established one. So remember, we have a number of digital or forms of digital marketing out there, but you need to pick the ones that are popular. So search engine marketing, paying for advertising to appear in search engine. Social media marketing, using social networks to gain traffic, attention, and reach new customers. Display marketing, online advertising on multiple websites across the internet. Content marketing, creating and sharing different types of content such as blog posts, videos, guides, infographic to attract attention. When you talk about email marketing or SMS marketing, collecting and using email addresses to communicate with users. So now let's see how you can reach the right audience or the right people with Google Ads. So Google is where people search for what to do, where to go, and what to buy. Your ads will appear when customers search for businesses like yours on Google search and even on Map. You can run and stop your ads anytime you want. You only pay for results like clicks to your website or calls to your business. We have 87.3% of searches are conducted on Google. So paid search ads are easily and quickly created and managed. So Google Ads allow you to set up a schedule for each of your campaign. So you can schedule when do you want your campaign to run. You can also stop your ad, or you can also apart from stopping your ad, you can also pause it and make a few adjustments onto your ad. You only pay for results. You only pay for results, clicks in your website or calls to your website. So how do you set up how do you set up a how do you set up a Google ad? So you need to sign up or sign into your Google account. Once you've done that now, you need to click onto campaigns, also select new campaign. So I wish you had time, we would have done this practically. It's pretty easy. Once you go, once you sign up into Google Results account, there's a part for clicking onto campaign. You need to click onto campaign, and then you need to choose your audience. So in choosing your audience, they'll be able. So there's a part where they'll be telling you between this age bracket to this age bracket. After that, now you'll also choose where are they, where do you want this audience, where do you want them to be coming from, Europe or somewhere you can choose. Also, then now you go to the placement. Do you want to run? Do you want to push this to other platforms? Do you want to put it to other platforms? So that is basically placement. And then you also need to choose your goal. What is now your goal for this? Is it brand awareness or generating leads or generating sales or something like that? Now, so let's see how you can create your first ad in just a few minutes. So Google Ads makes it easy to show the world what is unique about your ad. So you need to tell us about your goal. I've mentioned that. You need to decide where to advertise, so that is the geographical location. You need to create your message, and then you need to set your budget, and then you click go live, and you will be visible on search just like that. So now let's see how you can tailor your goal so that your goal resonates well with resonate well with your intended clients or customers. So tailor your ads based on the results you want, and no matter which advertising goal you choose, Google Ads can help you across the board. You can get more calls to your business. You can increase visits to your store. You can drive people to your website. So let's look at how to decide where to advertise. So you can go global or say local. You decide where your ads would like to show your ads on, and you'll get them in front of you. So for instance, if I want to target people in Kisumu, I can say, okay, so because I'm selling fish, and most of my consumers come from Kisumu region, I'll ensure that my ad is targeted to Kisumu region, and it's targeted to salaried people, those who are able to buy them and those who have an interest in that. With that, my ad will be popping in front of those who have similar interest, like the one I've just specified, and in front of guys browsing from Kisumu. That is how ads are very effective and efficient. So they reach the intended audience. So when you just go online, an ad appear in front of you, and you wonder, how did this ad track me and find me? That is how effective it is. So now let's look at how you can tailor your message. You can add, what do you need, what are needed on your message, and so you need to highlight what's best about your business in 3 short sentences to get customers excited. Or also you need to create a compelling banner ads by adding images, right? Also, you need to set your budget cap. So if your budget cap for a day, you said, okay, I will be spending $5 a day. So that will be your limit. So you'll never pay more than the monthly cap you set, and you can adjust or pause anytime. And then plus we'll show you how estimated results from you. So that is how you'll never spend extra. So if you said, okay, daily I'll be spending $5, and in 5 days I'll be spending a total of $20. So that is what you'll spend. So now, after you fix all this, you simply go live. So Google Ads display your ads when people search for products and services like yours. So your ads can appear on Google Search and Maps and across Google networks of partner sites. Remember, you'll only pay for results. Stressing on that, you'll only pay for results when people click on your ad to call your business, when people visit your website, when people get direction to your store. So let me pause for questions if they have. Do you have questions up to that point? I feel like we've looked at so many things in a short period of time. So if there is, some. some clarity I need to make, something that is not clear, or if all right, Njoki saying masomo iko tu sawa. Now let's proceed. Masomo iko tu sawa. So all right, so onto our final agenda, which is how to leverage on social media channels and email marketing. So, which social media channels does your business use? Which social media channels does your business use? Also, sorry for that. So, how social media can help grow your business? So, if you're considering starting a social media for your company, or you need to persuade your manager for why it could be a good fit, here are some value you can add to it. So, you can use social media to generate sales. In generating sales, you can reach new audiences. You can have new business opportunities, ability to highly target demographic. You can also build relationship and network. How can you use social media to grow your business? You can add value to your brand. So often used to customer service. So the quicker you respond, the better. You need to understand the two-way conversation. And in that way, you'll be raising customer service levels. You can start two-way conversation. You can show a new side of your business, and you can also build your own community. Improving your marketing. So you need to understand your customer better, who they follow, when they follow, and so much more. It will help you get noticed on sites. You can also attract more people to your site. You can also gain valuable customer insight and also keep an eye on your competitors. So let us look at organic or generic social media versus paid social media. So for organic social media, they're usually free. You'll follow, you'll only reach your followers and add. For organic, you'll only reach your followers and their friends of friends. But with paid, you pay for clicks and views. You can reach anyone, even those who are not your friends, even those who are not following you. You can reach anyone. So now, how do you get started with social media marketing? How do you get started with social media marketing? So you need to identify your target audience. You need to define who your audience are. And by defining them, you need to know who are they, what are they into, what is their interest, what influences them, when are they usually online, which social media do they use. Also, you need to choose your channels carefully. Is it business focus or lifestyle focus? You need to start with one, test, learn from it, and try another. You also need to use, try different channels because different channels need different strategies. Think about the types of content you wish to post. These will differ per platforms, but there's some simple, starting ideas. So people love a glimpse of what's going on to try. Also, you need to create useful of how to content. Also, you need to run a regular theme or a regular content on the newsfeed. And you also need to show your personality and that's and where is the human behind it. So now, how can email marketing help your business? How can email marketing help your business? Now, let us look at how to get started with email marketing. How to get started with email marketing. So, there are many email providers out there that are similar, so that have similar features. So, to be sure to compare against the functionality that you need to deliver. So there are free platforms that are also more advanced. So when you talk about also, it is important to stress that email marketing is heavily important on the quality of the list. So email marketing works when the audience wants to hear from you. Also, you need to ask your subscribers if they're interested in receiving updates about other products or services. Then find out how they prefer, how they would prefer to hear from you. For example, do you want to receive emails weekly or monthly. Also, you can record what you learn in your email contact database for future campaigns. Your content is the most important part of your newsletter. So these tips will help you to start to create and gather compelling content that will speak to your readers. Also, you need to treat your readers like VIPs. You know? People who subscribe to your channel, to your email list. So you have to, the email is so that you give them a permission. Uh, so basically what you need to do, you have to ensure that your clients give you permission to send them emails. You also need to, it also gives you the opportunity to show, your personality, or what kind of business you do. And you have to make sure that the email that you're sending, keep it useful. So now, let us look at email marketing tips for success. You need to segment and group the list for relevant content. Keep it simple and send it to 2 to 3 devices, such as tablets and mobile devices. Also, you need to make sure that the open and click rate to optimize campaign. So what happens with email marketing? You can send 1,000 emails to different people, but if you go back to the analytic tools, you find that only 30 are the ones who have opened your email. When you find that only 30 out of 1,000, then there is something wrong. Maybe maybe you sent it to the wrong people. The content was not catchy. Uh, the real part, which is the subject, was not even catchy after all. So you usually need, after sending an email blast, you need to go back to the analytics and check what is the click rate, what is the open rate, and then from there now you will be able to ascertain whether your email campaign was successful. All right. Do we have questions up to that point? Do we have questions up to that point? Do you have questions up to that point? I can see you're trying very hard to respond to your questions, and you guys are in the best hands. So now let's look at what is your next step after taking this session about the use of marketing tools and social media to help grow your business. So remember, we've looked at various marketing tools. We've looked at the free ones as well as the paid ones. We've also looked at a number of, social media. We've also looked at how do you get started with all these channels. So, are you going to implement some of these tools that we've talked about? Let me know in the chat box. So, as you see, or as you look at how you're going to implement those ones, I would also urge you to talk about the session today in our various social media platforms that you've had. I'm pretty sure that Aura will be posting this to you guys, so that if you've not signed up to them, or if you've not liked them, or please do so. So at this point, I'd really love to give a shout out to the guys who've been with me through the session. So not forgetting, we started with the early bird, who was Evelyn. Then later we had Winnie Benson. We had the Dickens joining. Also, Nahol was also part of the training. And later we had Beryl joining. So thank you so much, guys, for being part of this training. And just to let you guys know that don't lower your guard. The corona is still with us. Try to social distance. Take all the measures that are being advised to us by the World Health Organization, and we should be in a better position. So my name, I was the trainer Evans Rabare, and on the chat box, or our moderator was Joseph Orwa. Thank you so much. Thank you for keeping us company. See you tomorrow for our next session. Ciao.